my Monday I've had in a very long time.
You should have told me. If you had given me the memo, I would have
matched my energy.
I would have matched it. So if you had given me the memo, but it is great to have you. You're looking wonderful. I love how this looks.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is what happens when you get to that point in pregnancy.
Yeah.
You have to enter your husband's wardrobe. I don't have a choice.
There's a point like that?
Yes. Not 2 feet anymore, so
okay.
the bigger the better.
I think I feel more relieved that you're not on a stiletto this morning.
Oh yeah.
So,
you're always mindful of my feet.
Yes. You have to be careful so you don't trip. Good morning and welcome. It's a brand new day, brand new week, and of course we have a super stoked show for you this morning on Wake Up Nigeria.
Absolutely. Welcome to another week of serving you undiluted content. Each episode beautifully created and wrapped to cater to every need you have. We're definitely gifts that keep on giving.
All right, definitely. That's it. The gifts that keep on giving.
Yeah.
How was your Valentine weekend? How did you spend it?
It was calm, actually. I actually spent most of that particular day, Valentine's Friday, on the island, but eventually I went home and had a very nice, intimate dinner with my husband.
Oh, wonderful.
Nice.
By the way, for me, the major highlight of this was this morning I was doing a Thanksgiving drive to the office. I'll post the video.
Okay.
It was Thanksgiving.
I like to see that.
Yes, and it was because of Olamide.
Who were you thanking?
I was thanking God. I was very happy for Olamide because he had a situation on Saturday morning on his way back from the office. And that was on 3rd Mainland Bridge.
Yeah.
His tire went out.
Oh, wow. Olamide, like, you guys need to give. Olamide needs a raise. He needs several raises. At the point, I feel like
I was very happy. It was all Thanksgiving, and the song I was playing was Evidence.
Okay.
You know that song?
No.
Yeah, no. Tim Godfrey and Moses Bliss.
Oh yes.
Yes, you do know it. So it's all about thanking God. That was what it was for me over the weekend. But hey, come on, it's going to be a wonderful show that we have in store for you. So just chill, sit back, relax, make us part of your daily routine.
Yes.
And of course, we're joyful that it happens.
Absolutely. And of course, we have Titi somewhere around.
Yeah, she's somewhere around. She's getting
ready, getting mine.
After all of that,
bring all that fabulousness up in here. Yeah. Right. But then again, don't forget to use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria at Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all social media platforms.
Definitely.
We love hearing from you and being a part of your journey.
All right, and then you can use our mobile app. You can download the app. It's available on the Google Play Store, Apple iOS. All of that, you can catch us GOTV channel 16, StarTimes 121, and then we are working on our ultra high frequency, the terrestrial band 49. Very soon, you'll be able to catch us anywhere where that that band. You can access that band.
Yes, of course. It's time for us to jump right into what we have today. But first, you need to know, in case you don't know, my name is Winfrey Agbeleshe.
Definitely. And of course, my name is Mike Mesikeno. We'll let you know what the show has in store for you, but that will all be after this time out.
Yes, of course.
And welcome to another Monday. It's the Monday after Valentine. And of course, hope you had a wonderful Valentine. My name is Mike Mesikeno. This is the news on Wake Up Nigeria. The federal government has backed the move to reform the African Union, making the continental body more vibrant, viable, and relevant to the needs of member states in the face of rapidly changing global political and economic realities. President Bola Tinubu's statement was delivered by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tuga, during the consideration and deliberation on the AU reforms report. He commended the government of Rwanda and Kenya for the AU reform proposals. President Tinubu acknowledged the recommendations outlined in the draft decision on the AU reform and said the Nigerian government supports the proposal to establish a heads of state and government oversight committee for the AU reforms under President Ruto's leadership.
The signing of the Sea Lift MOU was the AU. Nigeria pledged to support the AU was Sea Lift. That is moving soldiers, equipments, and others by sea when needed. This is in support of the African Standby Force operationalization, and this is indeed a very big step, and it really shows the strength of Nigeria and our capability to support Africa.
The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development has emphasized the federal government's vision for a viable and industrious aviation sector. The minister is also calling for continued collaboration among key players in the sector. Uloma Onyemachi reports.
As a signatory to the International Civil Aviation Organization ICAO Convention since 1962, Nigeria was mandated to establish an autonomous civil aviation authority to ensure strict compliance with state-promulgated air navigation regulations. In line with these requirements, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority was established in 1999 and tasked with transforming the country's aviation sector to meet global safety and operational standards. The authority has been led by several directors general since its establishment, and some of them include Engineer Fidelis Onyeyiri served as Director General prior to December 2005, Dr. Harold Demoren appointed in December 2005 till March 2013, Captain Folayele Akinkotu, July 2013 to March 2014, Captain Mutar Usman, October 2014 to October 2019, Captain Musa Nuhu held the position until December 2023, and Captain Chris Najomo, who is currently the Director General of the authority. At this symposium to mark 25 years of the NCAA's existence, industry leaders, airline operators, and international organizations reflect on the progress made in safety and compliance. A key priority for the aviation minister is to build a vibrant and economically viable aviation industry, as he commended the authority's contribution to this goal.
Your being here today is a demonstration of a personal and collective resolve to chart the course of rebirthing, rejuvenating, and repositioning the Nigerian aviation and air transportation.
The NCAA Director General shared a range of initiatives, including the modernization of Nigeria's air traffic management systems.
As we celebrate current achievements, we must also look ahead to embracing new technologies, improving operational efficiencies, and fostering partnership that will elevate our aviation industry to even greater heights.
Other partners shared their views on this Silver Jubilee, with several concerns including cost of airline operations in Nigeria.
We are committed to supporting the NCAA in its mission to ensure the safety and security of our aviation industry.
As one of your heavily regulated clients, I can attest to the effectiveness, and I will say it anywhere, of the NCAA's regulatory oversight of the industry today.
The Nigerian aviation has come a long way. But what the operators are pleading is the cost of running an airline.
As Nigeria's aviation sector continues to grow, stakeholders insist innovation and stricter compliance will be key to staying competitive on the global stage.
This Silver Jubilee of the NCAA themed Human Capital Development, upskilling the next generation of aviators, is a forward-thinking approach adopted by the authority to prepare for the future, to continue to protect consumer rights and improve the aviation sector to match international best practices. Uloma Onyemachi, TVC News, Abuja.
And then on to sporting stories. Motorbike racing, which is the use of motorcycles for sports, as these races can be in various forms, like road racing and off-road racing. Adeyemi Adeyemo witnessed the Lagos biker race and, of course, put this report together. Quite an interesting one when you think about how the sport is gaining prominence in Nigeria. I mean, considering the Dakar rally, like you can see there, and of course, motorsport, as it is called in other parts of the world. Well, bikers in Nigeria are stepping up and making a decision that, yes, they want their voices to be heard as road racers. Now, Remo Stars fell to a 2-0 defeat against the Rangers at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu on Sunday. It was their first defeat in 9 league outings. At the Danayam Stadium, Owerri, Heartland recorded a 2-1 victory over Shooting Stars. Elsewhere, Bendel Insurance thrashed Niger Tornadoes 3-0. And that's it, of course, on sports and, of course, the news for now. Stay with us. The show is just getting on the road.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your view empowers women globally.
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue to speak the truth.
TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day. Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach to million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707-272-8338 or marketing at tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
Yeah.
Titi and Mary, good morning. How are you guys doing?
Good morning.
Welcome,
Mary.
Look at the business look. Them and Titi are now.
I see
why now? Why now? Why now? Why do you like
I don't
this?
know.
But at least mine still has a collar, so we are still
Niger corporate.
a corporate somehow.
Okay, so quite a lot happened over the weekend. Fuel was one big issue.
Yeah.
But, well, you've seen the news out there. NMDC has come out to rejoin us. So, but the interesting thing about that story was just that you see queues, even though there is no scarcity.
Yeah.
But in some particular filling stations, there are quite a number of queues.
Yeah.
All right. But
Like-
something.
Yeah, so like I was just going to mention, I actually passed one of the fuel stations today in that controversy we are trying to not talk about.
Yeah.
And then the first station was not selling, but there was a long queue.
Yeah.
Very long one.
My summary for that is that test it by yourself.
Test it out yourself.
Test it out, irrespective of what anybody's saying.
Yeah.
Go out there, buy both of them,
and check
and
it out.
test it by
So
yourself.
you know the issue for me has actually been the type of vehicle you use as well. I have a feeling the type of engine you're using might have a part to play in it as well. I could be wrong. You can correct me.
If you drink dirty water and you drink clean water, it's not about your system. It's about the water you're drinking.
I did not say it was dirty or
clean.
I'm
just saying. I don't give analogy.
You guys realize that the regulation is in play.
Yeah.
So everybody with different prices. And for me, I would rather, whether it is cleaner or not, I will go for the 925 naira. It's a no-brainer.
The cheaper one, right?
And then you now tell me that one is even better. I'm like, what am I looking for? But then, of course, NNPC, as you mentioned, has already put out a rejoinder that, listen, this isn't true and all. But whether or not it is true,
it's left to the consumers to decide, to determine.
As a Nigerian that I am, I'd rather go for affordable.
Right?
It will be a lot
better. It will be a lot better.
Yeah. All right. So, not to be the devil's advocate, if I go to the market and I want to buy vegetable
Why are you calling devil?
Wait.
I'm just
if I go to the market and I get vegetable oil, we know the ones that are considered better for your health. They are usually clearer. At room temperature, they are not congealed. But the thing is, the one in the market that congeals and does like this, that's the one most people buy.
Because it fries well.
All right, let's all right, let's move on to what we wanted to talk about, and that was based off. It was a friend of the house, Timini. He was here a few days back to promote his movie. He had a Valentine. Movie out there, love movie out there, and there was something he mentioned.
Real love.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's it, real love. And actually, from reviews I got, it's quite a good movie, and that's from a particular very notorious reviewer on Instagram, who is known not to pull punches. And that reviewer gave the movie a pass mark, recommended. So go check it out. But then he mentioned something. He said, Afrobeats or music isn't supporting Nollywood the way Nollywood supports music. Now that's one. We'll talk about that. But then moving forward, Dotun, the just retired OAP after 20 years, by the way, wonderful, great guy.
Retired?
He's retired.
He stated, and this is one that affects all of us, he stated that Nollywood and music, look, media has always been there for you guys.
True.
A lot of you from when nobody knew you.
Yeah.
But when you blow, not only do you not even give media the credit, you even deride them so much so that you in fact, a lot of our artists who get to a particular level, they don't even do local interviews. When I say local, I'm talking about in your locale. They don't even do local interviews because they feel they are bigger than them. And there's a lot I want to talk about this that also links to that conversation of Bonner doing Bonner will do far better than Kendrick. No. For them, they understand. No. Let's please. Let's not talk about that one. Let's not talk about that one.
I don't believe what I heard is what I heard.
No, I
so that we don't divert. Yeah, so that we don't divert. But the major thing, and for me, I just wanted to mention something. And I, as a person, would. This is me as a person. This is me as a person here. This is me as a person, and I understand where Dotun is coming from. I mean, even just Wake Up Nigeria. Wake Up Nigeria has been on air for 7+ years to 8 years.
Yeah.
I know a few artists who were here.
Started with us.
Yeah.
Maybe I can remember Rema.
Yeah.
I can remember Rema.
I
remember when Rema had that. We've had Fireboy.
Yeah, Buju.
We've had Buju, Benson. This was before people knew them. We've had Spyro. I mean, before this, there are a lot of them. Wake Up Nigeria is the only show, I bet you, in Nigeria, I'm talking about music, radio, TV, anywhere that supports artists the most. And I'm not saying it because I'm trying to be narcissistic. I'm saying it because it is fact. We started having some days, we have 3 performances. Where does, even on radio, they just play their music. Where does that happen? Nowhere. Maybe across the world. Nowhere. But then it gets to a point where, forgive me, I'm talking too long. I need you guys to come in here and talk about. But yeah, you know what the whole thing is. He's just talking about that. Look, at the end of the whole thing, it is media, or most of us here, that support them, and we don't get that credit.
Mary, from radio days, when they used to beg us to collect CDs to play. Now this is the type of radio where it's not just pressing a button to play a song or clicking a mouse. This was where you had to actually exchange a CD for another CD in good time before the news or before the break. We used to play these songs back to back. But I know how many missed calls I've given certain artists, certain actors, actresses, and they are still yet to get back to me.
Or is it Nollywood? Wake Up Nigeria is basically
music,
if you've done a movie and you've not passed through Wake Up Nigeria, you've not had that movie. Like, that movie has not released. I am telling you, it's fact.
Mary, I actually want to hear your point as it's based on this conversation.
I find this really amusing because actors like politicians do not like the radio anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
They like the visual. Let people see us. Let people see that, you know, we are performing. Oh, this is what I look like. Maybe because of the social media age. And then you hear things like radio is dying until their career is dying. And they remember radio.
Then they remember.
This is something we experience every time. This is a rinse and repeat situation. We've had it go on for years.
So it's like it's a fact that the actors don't like coming on radio.
When they come to radio, it's rare.
They're nervous. A lot of them are nervous.
It's usually the producer self that will be more interested in coming, and then of course you bring the producers that are famous as well, try to like help them push their movies and stuff. Most of them do not like radio. They'll rather be on TV. I cannot blame them to an extent if you're trying to push something. Maybe if it's off season, like you're not pushing anything and you're invited to radio, maybe. But during that season that you're trying to push a product, they believe that they have so much on their plates trying to do this media rounds and everything that they'll rather focus more on TV. And so they only go to selected radio stations. So even you as a radio station who gives them all that publicity, they will say, friend of the...
Having this conversation with us, just saying that
said it
on one side, but then again, another thing is just saying, okay, fine, Nollywood supports, is that what he said? Nollywood supports
music. Music
did they have choice? No, sorry, they have choice. Nollywood and Nollywood and music in Nigeria, which is bigger?
Yeah, I get what you're
No, like
from.
Temini and Davido will stand. Who will you? They're seeking favors as well. They want to be in their music videos. They want to, so they will do anything they can do to literally get on that. So I don't even think, first of all, that's a good comparison. And all of that.
And I don't think it's done for free.
But in the end,
I don't think it's done for free.
But it's still one industry. It's still one industry.
It's one entertainment industry.
The truth is, if you want the whole industry to grow, you can't have one aspect growing better than others.
It has no. It's a natural thing. Music will grow faster than movies. Any day, anytime, especially in Nigeria. Come on now.
No, so I get you. I get where you're going. But the truth is, if you hear the Oscars and you hear the Grammys, they're almost on the same level right now.
We're in Nigeria. Talking about Temini and Davido.
No. I'm just trying to say the entertainment industry abroad is growing because they are symbiotic relationships.
True, but then
here, we need that symbiosis.
So now here we're talking about. So someone mentioned a Burna and a Kendrick. No, wait.
Do you know I don't
saying they just mentioned. Actually, they thought to mention it. They thought to mention it. Would you? The person is probably dreaming. But would you really mention an Idris Elba and a? Who has been asking for long?
Mufeda Major.
Yes, like a No, you try, but still,
you could. But then, okay, so
I don't know.
The point is this here. The point is this here, and I think everything. This was how it was couched, especially when Dotun brought everything to everywhere. And I think it was a case of, while you call out people also. Those that live in glass houses should not throw stones. I think that was where everything was just coming out.
If
you want to support, if you want support, I mean, if you look at what the skit makers are doing, it's mutually beneficial. You might call them,
they invite themselves, they
because they know
They
amongst
need
themselves.
one another.
So you might feel like, oh, they don't go for this part, but there's a clique, and that clique is just because of beneficial symbiosis. That clique is because of you can benefit me, and you can't blame them.
They don't joke with it.
If I want to, of my goodwill, let a younger person come, that's okay. But if I know that you are on the same level, I have 5 million followers, you have 6 million, let's knock up. Then you come with 2,000 and you want me to do collabo.
But I mean, even very recently, there was a guest that we actually invited on the show, and then I literally heard that the person came only because they saw another person come on the show. That happens to me directly. I will invite you with stuff, so by the time you say, okay, and you mentioned,
VDM say wants to come now because G1 came.
We are waiting for him.
Wow.
And then you want to, the questions, this sort of video, the questions you want to ask, would you sit with the president, say you want to ask questions and all of that? Is he TVC News?
He's the one that is making
You guys actually came out with your cutlasses. What's going on?
It will be a really interesting interview, though.
You say?
Just let us know what you think about all of this. We'll be back after this time out.
Yes, of course.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government that will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini, I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Entertainment is color. Colors says everything to me. It speaks to me when I'm painting. The colors look at me and say, pick me, pick me. So when I want to make myself happy, I stare into my colors.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
Good morning and welcome to the kitchen this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. Breakfast is by Chef Flora. It's so good to have you in the studio with us this morning. You look amazing as always.
Thank you, and you too.
Thank you so much. And breakfast is jambalaya rice. Ooh, I'm super excited about this. I can imagine how your mouth is watering. Mine is already as well, I'll admit. So, Chef Flora, let's talk about the ingredients. What are we using for breakfast this morning?
Okay, so we're using this colorful ingredients.
It does look very colorful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here I have my onions.
Okay.
I have carrots, the bell pepper, tomatoes, green pepper.
What pepper is this?
This is Scotch bonnet.
Okay. Okay.
No, it's a bit spicy. Then we have a sausage. Okay. We have a shredded chicken.
Okay.
That's basically the protein we are using to block.
Okay. Then of course we have rice.
We have long grain rice.
Garlic.
And we have runner beans, celery, onions, garlic, thyme, bay leaf.
Salt and
seasoning.
What's this?
This is basil.
Okay.
Yes, and this thyme leaf.
Okay. Okay.
That's just
and then of
about
course
the
vegetable oil
vegetable
as well.
oil.
Yes. Okay, so I'm seeing that the chicken here is fried, I believe.
Oh, yes.
And then I'm seeing fresh chicken.
Yes,
what are you doing with that?
Okay, I need the broth of this, so I need to boil it and get the water.
Okay, so it's just for broth. So what are you going to season it with?
It's already seasoned with salt, garlic, seasoning cubes, and basically that's
okay. So it's just for us to boil it and get the broth.
Very simple and quick.
I like it when I have an idea of what to expect. So could you run me through the process of making jambalaya rice?
Okay, so the first thing is for this jambalaya rice, we are using long grain rice, not cooked. So that's what makes it different from fried rice.
Okay.
You know, fried rice is the origin is from using the leftover boiled rice, but this one is already, it's not cooked at all.
Okay.
So that's what we're using. This is fresh. I just washed it, and that's what we are using.
Okay.
So then I'm going to boil my rice now.
Okay.
Then the next thing is to boil the shredded chicken to get the broth out.
Okay.
So then I stir fry all the veggies together.
Okay.
After stir frying, then the rice goes inside
the veggies.
The veggies.
Okay.
You know, just leave small for garnishing.
Are we stir frying this as well with the veggies?
Yes.
Okay. So then the rice comes in.
The rice comes in. Yes. Just one pot
dish. Yes. So this is for garnishing, I believe.
No, this celery is going inside.
It's going inside as well. So we're still going to cut it up.
Yes, we are going to slice it up.
And then, of course, the running beans. Okay. So let's get started. Let's get started. I'm super excited to get started with this.
So I need to put water.
Okay, sure. Go ahead, please. So you're putting water in this one?
Yes, for boiling the rice.
The rice, okay.
Then we have...
Then that one is for the chicken?
Yes.
Okay, now let me get water.
Thank you.
Now, one exciting thing about breakfast is it has to be something you can make quickly.
Yeah, it shouldn't be...
So when you're able to make your breakfast quickly, that's what makes it really exciting.
Yes.
Because people are like, oh, I just want to get out of the house to school or to work. So I'm going to put some of the water here.
Yes.
Is that enough? Or do you need more?
Yeah, it should be enough.
It should be enough.
Yes,
okay.
That's all right.
So we'll have to add to this. How much more water? Okay, you know what? Let me let you get the water for the rice so you can be sure of what you're getting. Okay. So I never can say enough of this. The truth is, I learned a lot in the kitchen here on Wake Up Nigeria. Jambalaya rice is something that I see a lot of chefs make in different ways. So this is another way you can make it. It's easy, it's simple. All you need to have are the ingredients for making it.
You can use your own favorite protein.
Yes.
You can make use of your own.
So you can use your beef, you can use your fish. Whatever works for you.
Prawns.
Yes, prawns even, shrimps. Anything that works for you. And that's the beauty of cooking. That's the beauty of food. You can be as versatile as you want to be. It's all about you. So are you still going to put salt in that? I noticed you put seasoning cubes. That's fine, right?
Not, I've already seasoned.
You've already seasoned, so you only wanted to put
it
into extra. Okay, so we're waiting for that so we can get the broth out of the chicken. So this water, we're going to let it heat up.
Yes.
Now, you're boiling water with bay leaf. I've never tried that before. What does it do?
Well, rice is, I can't cook rice without adding bay leaf into it.
Wow.
It's flavor it, and there's also medicinal as well.
Okay.
You know, so I love it.
Okay. Because I know of frying the bay leaf or putting it with everything else, but boiling it in what? This is actually a great idea, and I'm going to start trying it. So when I'm boiling rice, I should put bay leaf.
I'm still going to use it for frying my veggies out.
Okay. So this is to extract the flavor directly to the rice.
I love the flavor. Bay leaf flavor is unique. Excellent.
Wow. This is a good idea. I think I'm going to try because I'm always looking for ways to improve the taste of my rice. Sometimes rice can taste so bland, and I'm not big on salt. So I tend to either not even put salt in my rice or just put a sprinkle of it. So it would be good to have flavors infused in it. Yeah. So for white rice, I rarely put seasoning or anything. Okay.
But
so
I need knife.
Okay, sure. There are knives over there. Are we putting salt in this?
Yes.
Okay, there's already salt.
That's
the only thing. Salt and bay leaf to boil the rice. Okay, okay. So we'll put everything together, not to worry. Breakfast will be served in time for our guests. And I'm pretty sure, just like us, our guest is looking forward to having a taste of the jambalaya rice. So, yeah, that's being cut up.
Yeah.
So after cutting it up, you're going to wash it up?
Yeah.
Okay. So you said the parsley is a major part of the rice.
The flavor is
for the parsley, yeah? So if I want to use dried parsley, will it work?
Yeah.
I'm learning every day because there's so many things that we do with our rice, but I've never thought of putting parsley in rice. So if I want to make just white rice, can I put parsley and bay leaf just to boil my rice?
Yeah, if you like it.
Making huge things out of little things. That's what I see this to be. Okay, so yeah, this is coming along nicely. So we're going to wash this.
Yes.
So we're putting it with the bay leaf, right? Or when are we putting it in?
No, last.
Last, okay. So that the flavor, oh my gosh, the aroma of the parsley is amazing. And that's something about fresh vegetables. They always have this unique smell. Let me take it all in. And then, of course, we're still going to cut off the running beans, which will also be washed. The ingredients are currently on your screen. You can check it out. Jambalaya rice is what we're having for breakfast, and it's by Chef Flora. So you can catch up on all the ingredients and ensure that you haven't missed anything in case you're just tuning in. Okay? All right, at this time, we'll continue with our cooking here. And you know what I say about food and music? The combination is always amazing. And that's why we're heading to TT right now for the first performance this morning. Lozi.
Yes, indeed. Yes, it's time for some music right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Lawal Uakpelumi. Lozi is right here with us. How's it going, Lozi?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
All right, so he's into Afrobeats. He's known for his really street style of performing. Talk to us about the track you're performing today.
Okay, Jao is just all about giving thanks to God.
Okay.
Yeah, for safeguarding everybody.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so Jao can be played anywhere. In the church, in the club, anywhere.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I have a feeling you are set to perform for us.
Yeah.
We have Lozi.
I'm always ready.
Yeah, with Jao up next.
Let's go.
Be ready from our phone.
Many things we don't stop, oh. I don't know my body made them stop, oh. I be going through a lot, mama tell me say I must if you want to make it up, yeah. Why can't they reason me? My matter is about what for you make it con dey better. Steady on my grind on the low key. As some more as I know G. Me who born and lay mushi no tea. As I dey like this, I dey find peace. I want you on my own, con the smoke trees. Many niggas we don't die, yo. Wait to be okay, never cry, yo. I dey low key, I dey dead, them go do you bad, I ain't back, bad, I ain't back, Jao, shalom, show me. Jao, shalom, bomb me. I want to let me, want to move me. I'm a bomb, mocha, I'm a police, me. I didn't say mocha. If it is short turn, I go there on top. No go they follow them, say them talk. Light up my blunt, life is too short. Many niggas tell me, say not turn by turn. Hey, me I'm a tosser, I'm coming true. Mama love me and I love her too. Praying for my heart like a tattoo. Show the kaku. As I do like this, I find peace. I want them on my own, con the smoke trees. Many niggas we don't die. Wait to be again if I cry. I did low key, I did judge them go do you, but I ain't back. I did low key, I did judge them go do you, but I ain't back. Jao, shalom, show me. Jao, shalom, bomb me. I want to let me, want to move me. I'm a bomb, mocha. I'm a police, me. I didn't say mocha.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, The pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regulars.
So let me go and for my jam results.
My 20 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jam results.
I want to close the show.
I can go. I can.
Okay, that's all we can take. Ejeki, close the show, Fadala.
Ladies and gentlemen, at #1 unavailable by Davido featuring Musa Keys.
We also have today's chef special.
Yo, shine, 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 shiny, yeah. Say recap done, and it's time for #1 on the countdown. One of Nigeria's hottest artists right now, his name is Rema, and this one is called Charm. Check it out.
Another. For dessert and a bit of nightcap, we have the nighttime and online specials.
I want to start the gym, yeah? But do you know one thing that's actually keeping me back?
You should start the gym to get getting fat.
Cricket.
She says she does show dancing to empower women.
What's the difference? There's a difference.
That's what I'm saying.
So pole dancer, you're already almost naked. You're already almost naked.
No, it's the empowerment for me.
Sex can make your relationship better.
No.
Sex can never be overrated.
It is needed.
Especially when it's good sex too.
Almost every guy has been with somebody's girlfriend.
But they are for all of us now.
That's why you're still sick.
And thank you for staying with us. Welcome. This is The Beautiful Game. And of course, Mary is reeling out of a performance from Arsenal, who defeated Leicester City, of course, that was on Saturday, yeah?
Saturday, yes. 2 unreplied goals.
Oh, yeah, 2 unreplied goals.
Yeah, we have to say we're fine,
2 unreplied goals. Yeah. But Arsenal seemed like they were going to struggle for quite a number, for a while before they got those goals.
Yeah, so we struggled, actually. And it was also proved to me that... Okay, sorry. Arsenal struggled. And it was also to me that the defense is not too bad after all, because Leicester did have chances and they could have easily scored goals. And remember, we don't really have much of a striker now. We have a lot of... Arsenal has a lot of people out of the game already. Saka is not expected till next month. Then, of course, there's Martinelli's injury. And then the one that is doing everybody's head in, the Kai Havertz as well. The situation with him. And so there's actually a lot going on, which one would expect would be detrimental to the team. So being able to win that match, and not just by 1 goal, but 2 goals, was a plus.
Was a plus. All right. We'll be taking a look at quite a number of things. I would also get to the screen now. I'll get to take a look at Manchester United. We'll talk about, well, we've spoken about Arsenal. There's no going back to them. We'll talk about the EPL table. And, of course, what happened in Italy and, of course, Spain. There was a lot of drama when it comes to Spain. There was a lot of drama. There was a red card for Jude Bellingham. I don't know. And those were words that we don't say on TV. Unsavory words. We cannot use that on TV. But, hey, come on. This is where we give you all the updates when it comes to sports and all of that. I'll pass by the kitchen and just check. I know Titi is a Blues fan. She's a Chelsea fan. But then she tells me that she knows more players in Liverpool than in Chelsea.
Which Titi?
So, Titi, are you going to call the players you say you know?
No, because the reason why I'm calling them is not because of their performance on the pitch.
Because of what?
You're going to sound very shallow.
Okay, I understand. I love your insights whenever you ever talk the beautiful game. You know I do.
Of course, because I'm a daddy's girl. My daddy loves football.
Oh, he does. Yeah. Don't joke with that man. I've seen that guy.
When he's home and he's watching football, just watching him is enough for me.
All right. Well, all the colors we're talking about in football is what Chef Flora is doing. There's green, there's red, there's yellow. Which team is green? Super Eagles.
Wow.
Liverpool.
Man City.
Man City is blue.
Man City is blue now.
Real Madrid is
red though.
Man is red. Wow. Real Madrid is white. I won't be talking about all of that. But hey, come on. Like we mentioned, we're talking about Liverpool and, of course, Manchester United and all that we had to go through. Ruben Amorim is also in the news. And that's because Mary said...
He's someone I don't admire right now. That guy has the most difficult job in football at the moment.
He does, right?
And you know the funny thing? He is brutally honest, and I'm not sure that honesty is helping him or is part of his problem.
I like what Mary is saying.
Look at that quote.
Talking about brutally honest, Ruben Amorim came and said, I have a lot of problems. My job is so hard. Mary, my job is also hard. Look at what we just did. My director, this job is not easy.
He's going to get paid for it.
But I'm here, but we're paying all of you. We're paying you bandit salary. So you cannot complain. You must track the thing. But I'm here to continue with my beliefs. Ruben Amorim following Manchester United lost to Spurs. Now, something quite interesting, Mary. Ruben Amorim, in the 14 games he has played in the league, he has amassed less points than Eric Ten Hag in his last 14 games. Do you know what that means? That means that Manchester United haven't, they've just taken 1 step forward and maybe 5 back. What do you think about that, Mary?
You know... The thing is, when Amorim was coming to Manchester United, a number of us, I recall you and I even had that conversation, we were like, was it a good move, considering the fact that I was doing well where he was? And so he coming to Manchester United, where many coaches were avoiding. If you remember, when Man U was looking for a coach, almost all the big coaches were handing them with a long stick, like, we don't want a part of this. And so he was brave enough to say, you know what, I believe I can do this. And then he came. And he saw for himself that the problem with Manchester United is not face value. There's actually a lot going on that we'll probably never get to know, or maybe we'll find out in 5-10 years' time.
Definitely.
But it is something that is desperately needing attention. For players to leave the club and be saying freedom, that is actually not just shameful, but sad, especially for a great club like Manchester United.
Great club you talking about a great club.
It's very
They were up against Tottenham Hotspurs across the weekend. It was a 1-0 win for Tottenham Hotspurs. They scored that goal, and Andre Onana was maybe blamed because he punched that ball, but there was a lot of flack for Garnacho. You just saw him miss that chance there. Hyun Sung-min, as you can see here, was a thorn in the flesh of Manchester United's side. But was it surprising that they lost 1-0 to Tottenham, Mary?
So, you know, when people were making their, plans as to whether or not Tottenham will win, people were like, these two are unpredictable because Tottenham hasn't really gotten its foot in for a while now. So this was actually an encouragement for Tottenham. If Postecoglou had lost that match, Postecoglou, I'm used to calling him Postecoglou. So whenever I'm to mention his real name on TV, I'm always... So Postecoglou, if he had lost that match, it would have definitely raised eyebrows, especially with the top echelons. Doesn't mean he's out of it yet, but at least any win is good enough to keep him safe to an extent.
All right, talking about being safe, you just mentioned safe. Let's take a look at the EPL table. Manchester United are 15th. Did you hear that? Yes, 15th. 15 with 29 points. They are what? 12. Of course, maybe they might not enter a relegation battle because Ipswich, Leicester City and Southampton are very bad. They're 12 points up of Ipswich. And of course, it will take a real monumental collapse from Manchester United to actually get into the relegation zone, and then for Ipswich or probably Leicester to do quite very well. That's the size of the table at the bottom. At the top, of course, Liverpool, after that victory against Wolves, are on 60 points. Arsenal, 53, just 7 points off. Nottingham Forest are 47. They are 3 points ahead of Manchester City. In your wildest dreams, Mary, would you have ever guessed or predicted that Nottingham Forest would be this good?
Nottingham Forest started the season well, and everyone was like, oh, they'll fall. At some point, they'll give up. Yet, they've been keeping strong. I must commend Nottingham Forest. It's impressive what they have done this season. I love to see it. I'm going to admit it. However, for Manchester United, they should count their blessings, because if the bottom three weren't doing so badly, they would definitely be looking to move closer to the bottom three. I'll tell you why. You recall 2 seasons ago, it was a case of the last few games that determined who was going to relegation and who was staying. So in this case, it is obvious that, okay, unless some kind of horrible incident happens, they are very unlikely to be relegated. But it's sad that they are just at, I dare say, the edge of tipping. But for the fact that the bottom three are not doing very well. And my goodness, looking at the Saints. Yeah. So that team even has digits, single digits.
So the point is
very
this.
somehow.
Someone mentioned that Manchester United are owing the EPL 7 goals. As you can see. Like Mary mentioned, they are just there at the edge of the precipice. But this, like I must add, is a 12-point difference. It's going to be hard to overturn such a,
at this time.
At this particular point in time. 12 points. That's talking about the distance between Manchester United and, of course, Ipswich Town. So probably that relegation is just banned. It most probably would not happen. Like we mentioned at the top of the table, Nottingham Forest, Manchester. Now, Liverpool have quite an interesting run of fixtures. For their next 3 fixtures, they'll be up against Newcastle, Aston Villa first, and then Manchester City. Arsenal are going to be up against Nottingham Forest. I think there's a West Ham somewhere, and then there is what they have. What I would want to say is that Arsenal has an easier set of fixtures. So
it's never easy in the EPL.
But I want to make a prediction now. If Liverpool come out tops from the next 3 fixtures, they'll
very
be up
unlikely
against Manchester City. They'll be taking on Manchester City. If they beat Manchester City, beat Newcastle,
Aston Villa,
and of course, there's also Aston Villa. All these clubs are in the top 10. If they can do this, I dare say, and I make a prediction, that Liverpool will win the EPL title. If they do that.
You said
if they win their next 3 matches. Yes, if they win their next 3 matches, they will win the EPL title. Arsenal, at the moment, you mentioned Arsenal's injuries. Do you think Arsenal can compete with them at this particular point with such a number of injuries?
So the club took a gamble by not buying anybody during the transfer window. And it's a gamble that the last couple of weeks have shown to be not so good. And the reality is it's going to haunt the club for the rest of this season. Anything can happen, and I'm talking about Arsenal as a team. Anything can happen to Arsenal. But then fingers crossed that it's not something that will bite them too hard and they'll be able to at least maintain second spot. But I'm hoping that Arsenal gets to win the EPL. Anything can happen. Anything.
All right, Mary, thank you for doing this with me. Like I said, it will be in 2 weeks, they'll play all 3 games. Maybe even less than 2 weeks. Yes, in maybe about 7-8 days, they'll play all 3 games. So maybe by the next time we're talking about beautiful game, our predictions might just come through. Thank you so much, Mary. Yeah, fingers crossed. That's it on the beautiful game for this Monday morning. Don't go anywhere. It's top of the hour. Coming back with the second half.
Good morning.
Good morning. Why is your sun shining like this?
Can't you see that Harmattan season is here? We need to protect our children from this dry weather.
What about the invisible germs?
Invisible germs?
During Harmattan, it's not enough to only protect your skin. You also need protection from these invisible germs. To protect our families, we use Dettol.
Harmattan season brings a lot of germs, but Dettol with Germ Defense gives protection from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Be Dettol sure.
At break time, when my champ needs to keep going, he's going to need his favorite snack, containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
Milo Snacks, snack of future champions. Milo!
If you want to become something, become a child again. Why be a patient? If you must worry, then worry about winning. Why worry about germs? When you come home, bring tales and stories. Why bring in germs?
Shield your family.
I will not agree or disagree with that because I don't want to get into trouble. I have a home to go to.
Your next question.
Oh, you ready to fail?
Who is the person that used to spoil today?
That woman.
Bam!
Bam!
Yeah,
Today we'll go here.
Hey!
Let's catch up.
And don't been able to satisfy your cravings, yeah? Stay good. TVC Entertainment for pure entertainment.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
Brand new studio. Brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back. It's the second half of the show, Wake Up Nigeria. If you are just joining, you missed quite a whole lot.
Of course, that was a powerful one. First hour, I was actually saying, Mike was showing us.
We moved from few.
Showing us that it's not he's not an amateur in this game. You know, he's been doing it for the longest time.
Stop it. If I continue, don't stop.
Like
Well, yeah, it's a whole packed show that we've had in store. But if you missed it, we still have quite a lot more. There are a lot of colors going around in the kitchen, throwing colors and all of that. And of course, Titi, what's been happening there? How's it been going so far with Chef Flora?
You know, it's interesting. Mary and Chef Flora have been putting together some jambalaya.
Yeah, but you've been with Chef Flora for the past 10 minutes. I guess that's why Mike was asking you.
So I have to
step
back so I don't start picking things from the plate.
Please stay far.
I'm staying here, so I'll stay here. Chef Flora has a way of bringing some very tasty ingredients that you just want to pick and chew. Lovely.
Guys, remember what we did with the rice? The aroma is amazing. Bay leaf, and then you put carrots as well. A bit of oil, I see. Ah, man, I see what you say about the bay leaf.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yes.
Like rice smelling so nice.
Yeah.
Goodness. Mike, this is really good.
Okay. When Mary says this is really good, I'm scared. I don't know if anything will be left for other people. When Mary says this is really good. But
wait. What's that supposed to mean?
We'll get back to that. What is
that supposed to mean?
I've suspected you, maybe.
This early morning.
The violence, domestic violence.
Oh my goodness.
Be careful, maybe.
We do not promote
we don't do that here. We don't do that here. We only do love.
Right, we only do love.
Baby, you know.
And of course, while Chef Flora is giving us jambalaya rice, we're giving you jambalaya show, right?
Okay. All right.
Jambalaya is a mixture of everything. So now, if you're definitely watching us, just keep on watching us where you're watching us. My name is Winfrey Agbeleshe.
I am Mike Mesikeno, of course, GOTV 16, StarTimes 121, at the ultra high frequency. I just spoke to an engineer, don't worry. For those of you who have not been able to catch us on terrestrial, you will be getting us very, very soon.
Absolutely. Yes. And remember, you can also watch the replay on YouTube, right? At TVC Entertainment. Just go there, and everything from the kitchen to the full show and to Mike's Super Sport Time breakdown will definitely be there.
Stop it.
We still have 45 minutes to go.
We do. There's quite a lot in this 45 minutes. We have performances. We also have an SME guest that will be coming up a little bit later. Quite a whole lot.
Yes. Yes, of course. So
all right.
Sit tight.
Just sit tight. Just relax. We'll kick it off for the second half right after this.
Yes.
Welcome again to the kitchen this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. Chef Flora is making breakfast, and breakfast is jambalaya rice. Yeah, sounds exciting, right? Chef Flora.
Yeah.
Wait now. Let's see what you're doing now. Okay, so far so good. Run us through what you've done.
Okay, so we have the boiled rice almost ready. So the veggie will be added now.
Okay.
And we add all the proteins.
Okay.
And then we just steam it out.
So here we have rice.
Yes.
Here
we
also
have
put
rice.
bay leaf.
Yes, we have bay leaf. We have carrots.
Okay.
We have basil. We have thyme leaves.
You put basil. No wonder the aroma. And then thyme leaf as well. Oh my gosh. The things you could do with just plain rice. So, you know, give it an extra so your family goes, are you sure this is just white rice? My gosh, this is amazing. So what are we putting in now?
So we are going in with the seasoning
cubes. Okay. You've put in salt
almost
already.
Everything goes in right now.
Everything goes in?
Yes.
Into the pot?
Yes.
Okay. I'm more used to the rice being, you know, put into the vegetable, but in this case it's being poured into cook together.
Yes, that's the way we cook jambalaya rice.
Yes, true.
Yes.
Jambalaya rice is usually a melange of different ingredients.
Yes,
You just put them together.
Just add them together. So we are going in with the protein.
Okay. The chicken and the sausages are going in.
Sausages.
All right. This has already gone into the vegetable. We'll talk about what's in the here though.
Yes.
Yeah. So the stock.
Just going to use
you're going to add the chicken as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a feel of the fried chicken and the boiled chicken. Okay. And then the stock. So it's actually cool to include the stock towards the end of the cooking. That's something I've observed while cooking myself. So when the food is almost ready, especially when I'm making curry rice or jollof rice, I like to put the stock when the water itself has dried.
Yes.
So when the rice is cooked,
the rice will absorb
the seasoning, or rather the stock, you know, all the flavors in the stock, it absorbs it better.
Yes.
So yes, this one is something I know I practice a lot at home. Putting the stock last, so the flavor is enhanced.
Yes.
This looks really good. This looks really good. So are we putting in the veggies or we'll let it cook for a few minutes?
Put in the remaining onions.
Onions, okay. Yeah.
Just leaving, I will take out of that one for garnishing.
Okay.
Okay, so
then that goes in. The rice is almost ready, really.
It's ready.
It's ready.
Yes,
like in the next 5 minutes, we're turning off the heat, even less. My goodness, this looks amazing.
I think we need to take a picture of this.
Okay. Okay. Right. Now that's amazing. Amazeballs, as some say. So now tell us what's in the veggies. So what you did was you put the oil.
Yes.
I should put this off.
I stir fried.
Okay.
I stir fried all the veggies together. The onions, the tomatoes, the runner beans, Scotch bonnet pepper, bell pepper, both red and green, sliced, and then I stir fried garlic. Yeah.
Wow. So after stir frying, you saw that end result, which was the vegetables, and then of course now we've added it, and we're putting it all together to make this lovely, lovely dish. I really cannot wait for the end result of this, which of course we'll get in a few minutes. Look at that. Goodness. One pot dishes are usually the best because you just need to put things together and your food is ready. The ingredients are currently on your screen right now. In case you missed something earlier, you can scribble down whatever it is you may have missed. Jambalaya rice is what we're having for breakfast, and of course it's by Chef Flora. This Monday morning, it's a great start to the week. Eating right and eating well. This looks really good. This looks really good.
So we just cover for us
and allow it to simmer for a few minutes. The food is ready, literally. The food is ready. So put this together. Now, is there a way to, you know, people use different kinds of grains and, you know, we also use wheat and stuff to make this. Is it possible to do jambalaya couscous, for example, or jambalaya pasta?
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
So you follow the same format?
Just follow the same process, and you use whatever
grain you want. So you can use couscous, you can use yam, you can use potatoes as well. Yeah. So if you're trying to be inventive and you have all of these items at home and you're saying, or you're the type who has said, away with rice.
You can actually customize this with whatever you have.
And then it works, of course.
Your stuff,
so the ingredients don't really matter. It's the love you put into cooking it, and of course what you do have at home. I always advocate for you maximizing what you have to get what you want.
Like this, I've already customized it by putting a lot of veggies into it. So it depends on you. You can actually customize yours. So,
so you do it just the way you like it. It
just
doesn't really matter.
You like it. You can use fish. You can use prawn.
So
depends on your favorite protein.
So this isn't limited to just rice or to the protein you saw. It depends on you, because I know a lot of people are, they are trying as much as possible to keep fit or cut off certain things from their diets and all. You can still use this to achieve your fitness regime, okay? What counts is being able to make the dish right, okay? All right, so in case you're wondering what it looks like now, take a look at that. It does look amazing. My goodness.
Just waiting for the water to dry off.
And the water will also help because it's mostly stock, so it will also enhance the flavor in it.
That's actually the
idea.
The idea of the stock.
Yeah, I don't joke with stock.
And I didn't say this is not too spicy.
Okay.
So it's not too spicy. If you like it being spicy, you can add more pepper to it.
Yeah.
So it's not spicy.
That's something I know. Like people add pepper to their food when it's cooked. You can do so. So many people don't know that even when your food is cooked. That's the reason we have salt and pepper shaker. So you can always sprinkle extra pepper on your food. There is no shame there. I see a lot of people saying, this thing is not peppery enough. Oh, if only they had added enough pepper. The truth is, when somebody is making food for a number of people, they cannot make it according to your palate, whether or not it's a tribal thing or whatever. That's why you have the pepper shaker. So you add more pepper to your taste, okay? So those are the kind of things you should know, especially about food. You can always request more pepper, okay? It's allowed, it's normal in kitchens. I noticed in Nigeria we rarely do that.
We have some people that love salt too.
Yes, there's some people who like salt in their food. So note, as I said, that's why we have the salt and pepper shaker. It's so you can add to your taste. It's called to your taste, okay? Because the food is made to general taste. So you can always request that when you go to restaurants or even while you're at home. You can always put it to your taste as well. All right, at this point, we have to take a break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Just stay with us. We'll be right back.
Good morning.
Good morning. Why is your sun shining like this?
Can't you see that Harmattan season is here? We need to protect our children from this dry weather.
What about the invisible germs?
Invisible germs?
During Harmattan, it's not enough to only protect your skin. You also need protection from these invisible germs. To protect our families, we use Dettol.
Harmattan season brings a lot of germs, but Dettol with Germ Defense gives protection from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Be Dettol sure.
If you want to become something, become a child again. Why be a patient? If you must worry, then worry about winning. Why worry about germs? When you come home, bring tales and stories. Why bring in germs?
Shield your families from germs. When Dettol is a part of every household bucket, then you and your family can stay protected from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Everyday use of Dettol keeps my loved ones protected.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
My name is Toyin Lulu Ogumade, and I'm the founder, CEO of Precious Conceptions, Nigeria's foremost holistic family building consultancy. What I do is fertility management, holistic fertility management, and that means we help intending parents identify, improve, and maximize their conception chances. I waited 13 years to be a mom. It was whilst I was on that journey that I decided I was going to step in the gap and do something to help other people. Okay, so what happened to me? I had fibroids and I went for surgery after like 6 years of managing fibroids unsuccessfully. I went in for a surgery and then I had post-surgery complications and I lost the functionality of my uterus. So the option that was available for me was surrogacy. We didn't tell our immediate families what was going on initially until our 5th wedding anniversary. Our father-in-law was like, what is going on, you know? And he was upset. He thought we were not serious about it. And then myself and my husband, we started talking about it. But we're Christians. So we were like, okay, let's keep trying. And then the 6th year, we kept trying. And then I told him, bros, come, we need to start looking inwards and go to the hospital seriously and see what's going on. And he said no. So initially my husband was against the idea of hospital. It was, you've done a lot of tests, doctors are poking you, you're losing your privacy, I don't like how they are just doing all sorts to you. No. And I started getting worried. So because he's the sort of person that is a bit detached from all of these sentiments, he appeared to me as someone who was aloof, someone who didn't care. At a point, I had to tell my parents and my siblings what was going on, that we were really trying, and I had a post-surgery complication. I didn't even get to know until it was the 9th, 10th year of my marriage that I had a complication. Okay, so I now had to break the news gently to them. We didn't say anything to my in-laws yet because it was a struggle facing that reality that I might not be able to conceive ever. It was horrid, you know, all the various tests I had to go through, seeing doctors, going through back-to-back surgeries. My family members were there all the way, supporting, driving me to the hospital, giving me a shoulder to cry on. They were there all the way. But still, we didn't share the gravity of what was going on with his family because we were also struggling with it. At the point when surrogacy was looking at us like this is the only way out for you guys, my husband was still saying, no, I don't want IVF, I don't want surrogacy. And I'm like, I don't mind. I am the one going in and out of the theater like I'm going to Lagos market. You understand? I don't want to die. And I started researching, and I understood that having a gestational carrier is more or less like you doing it yourself, because there's no DNA matter transferred from, you know, vertically transferred from the host, the genetic, the surrogate, into the child. So when I saw that clearly, I was like, okay, it seems this one is a reasonable thing for me to do, and I embraced it. He still struggled. And at the time when we left for India in March 2010, we had to confide in everybody meaning our immediate family. My dad was late, his own dad was late, his own parents are late. So we told our siblings, look, we are going for help in India and it's looking like it's surrogacy. The struggle really was, am I a woman if I'm not able to carry a child, am I a woman? Mentally, it was hard. I love babies, and I tell people I want to have 9 children. I like having children around me, even till my old age. Let them run around and scatter the house, I don't care. So not being able to have for 13 years, it was like something was stolen from me. And then we came back with twins because we lost 2 along the way in the pregnancy. And initially I didn't want to share because I was in India, nobody saw me pregnant. So it was so easy to keep quiet. And my children look exactly like me. Photocopy. Because they used my eggs. She was just a host. So it was so very easy not to talk about my experience, to let people assume I had gotten pregnant eventually and then have children. And it was a struggle initially for me to share. My husband was very open. Even while we were pregnant, he was telling all our friends and people in church, because I was away for 2 years and people were asking, where's your wife, where's your wife? And he was like, oh, we are going through IVF surrogacy. Finally, our surrogate is pregnant. I will scream, stop telling everybody with this surrogacy, don't embarrass me with this one, you know. And people were like, what is surrogacy? What exactly is that? Indian, won't your children be Indian? And then, you know, from their reaction, I realized there's so much ignorance out there. There's so much mystery out there. People do not know exactly what this process is all about. They just saw me come back home with children looking like Slimmy because I had lost a lot of weight. And they are wondering, your tummy is not big. And I was able to lactate and breastfeed. So I was just a puzzle to a lot of people. So I decided, you know what, let me push my shame. Then I was still a bit ashamed. Let me push my embarrassment aside and face this thing head on. And I drew strength from the Lord. And he said to me, write down your story. And I started writing down my story, right from India. I started writing my experiences, what happened, and I started writing down. And eventually I took a bold step. I started sharing with strangers. I made up my mind I was going to talk to them. It was only a matter of when. I think it was 2019, before the COVID thing. We had come back from church on watch night service day. We had done the Happy New Year thing and co. And we came back home here, and they were in their room. And as I stepped into my daughter's room, I just had the funny feeling. Talk to them about how they were born. And I called them and I said, guys, you know what mommy does? They said yes. I said, okay, so explain what surrogacy is to me. And they explained to me the way they understood. And I said, okay, what if I tell you guys you were born through surrogacy and you could see the different expressions on their faces? And the girl just went very quiet on me. And the boy was like, what do you mean? And I said, exactly what you heard. I couldn't carry you guys in my tummy, so Auntie Pooja, you know Auntie Pooja? They said yes. Immediately I said that, I started crying. I just broke down, and my son gave me a huge, he just held me like this and he hugged me really tight and said, mommy, it's okay, that's fine. And my daughter just went so quiet and said, you know, mommy, now I know why you do what you do in Precious Conception. Surrogacy is redemption. The Lord restored all my lost years. And I tell people, if that is your option, embrace it. You don't need to be ashamed. The Bible says none shall be barren. It didn't say you shall be pregnant yourself.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your view empowers women globally.
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue to speak the truth.
TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day. Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach 2 million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707-272-8338 or marketing at tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
When the doors open,
from sweet girl to also, you are going to be doing this with your ex.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
This week on Reality Check, it's a different kind of show. We're excited to bring to you some fresh gist on what happened in the amazing world of television from the all-new season of Love is Blind.
I'm on my knees.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Will you marry me?
Absolutely.
This is insane.
And Take Me Home reality show season 2.
Some are daring enough to put their love to the test. Others are hanging by a thread.
Right now we're not free because of me.
The biggest challenge in our relationship is personality.
To the Real Housewives of Lagos dramas.
My God, I am so super excited. Seeing my girl, she looks like Whitney Houston.
I'll keep saying this. What you guys do here,
you guys who?
But first, let's appreciate a circle of commentators. Joining us a special guest is Doini ex-contestant Big Brother Niger Season 7 and Big Bro Niger All-Star Season.
5 things you need checked
in a
to
man
be with a guy.
First of all, he needs to be mentally sound. That's number one. He needs to be a genuinely kind person. He needs to be decently looking. Like, just, you don't need to be the most handsome guy, but just be decent. Like, yeah. Right. He needs to be financially stable. Yeah. Okay, then so we need to have some sexual compatibility.
Hi guys, my name is Doing David. I'm a 2-time reality TV star, a brand influencer, and a podcaster. And I'm live on Reality Check on TVT.
Welcome back. Now it's time for us to take some learnings on SME. And someone who has been teaching people how to make bespoke shoes for the past 23 years is David Olayinka Olawi. He is a bespoke shoemaker, and his mission is to make dream shoes for every man. It's great to have you here with us. Now, I know that you have a lot of amazing cobblers that have learned from you over the years, and you have put so much into this craft. But it's a very powerful thing to say you are the first bespoke shoemaker. All right, so how did this all begin?
Yeah, what really happened is that, as I told you earlier, I find bespoke shoemaking lovely because of my research I did about it.
Okay.
And I discovered that we have a lot of shoemakers in Nigeria, but they are trying quite all right. But what I bring in is advanced bespoke shoemaking that, you know, that happens around the world, that masters, you know, did around the world. So I brought that in, and I'll be able to change the, you know, narrative about shoemaking in Nigeria. I want what Nigeria can believe on, what Nigeria can see and believe in shoemaking in Nigeria. Yeah. So I've been doing that for, you know, so many years, and people having more interest in made in Nigeria shoes now, and I've trained a lot, as I said earlier.
I was actually going to say made in Nigeria shoes. Now we have those made in Italy, we have those made in the UK, those of course made in China. Yeah. We have so many shoes around the world that are being imported, exported around the world. But one day, because people like yourself will likely be exporting Nigerian made shoes. Now, there's a difference between different types of shoes. There's a movie I can remember, Kingsman, where, you know, the line Oxfords not brogues came up, and people started Googling what's the difference between Oxfords and brogues. Yeah. And a bespoke, an advanced bespoke shoemaker like yourself can tell or teach the difference, especially when it comes to the origin of shoes. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the origin of these shoes. Do you have a particular area you focus on?
What I do most is that I make masterpiece shoe, bespoke, and for people that need good quality, class, high quality shoes. And the reason why I choose that is that we have a lot of shoemakers in Nigeria and in Africa, and people want something that they can get, you know, outside Nigeria, also in Nigeria, and I want something that I can sell around the world. And if I want to do that, I have to make the best. That is why I choose to make bespoke shoes. And times bespoke shoes is, we are talking about, you know, when a client comes to you, you customize the shoe to fit the client.
But now, you know, Nigerians are very elaborate. The average Nigerian, as long as they can afford it, they might want you to combine two different types of shoe into one. For instance, there's some things about broguing shoes. There are rules about broguing shoes that you're not supposed to break. Yeah. And your client wants you to break those rules. Yeah. What do you do?
What I do is that, like, I always, you know, educate my clients, because most of them bring design to you because they love it, but not all shoe can go with dresses. Sure. So what I did is that I design exactly what they want, but give them an explanation or what they can put it on. I can do anything for you when it comes to shoemaking. I'm well advanced around shoes because I have, you know, trained under masters, as I told you earlier. So what I did is that I first of all give them the information about shoe, what they need to know, because if you don't educate them, they will just want anything they see. And shoemaking is not anything you see. It's all about, do you understand what you really want to get? You have to be your taste. You have to be that quality, because we don't just make anything.
So let's talk about the source of your materials now. Where do you get your materials from? We've talked about quality now. When you talk Italian shoes, you're talking about premium Italian leather. Yeah. You're making Nigerian bespoke shoes. Where are you sourcing your leather from?
Yeah, you know, I used to tell people that when you come to industry, any industry around the world, source of materials don't come from that country alone. You know, even China source around the world. We have leather in Nigeria, we have in Kano, we have in Kaduna, other places. And we have people that travel around the world and bring down leather into Nigeria also. And we have some finished products here in Nigeria, in Kano, that came, we have a market in Nigeria, especially Lagos, and we have in Aba also.
Okay.
So all these things, depending on what we want to do, do you want to talk about, genuine skin? Do you want to talk about, real skin?
Yeah.
Because it depends on, there are some materials that are very luxurious that you need to bring them in, depending on what the preference of the client and what he wants you to do for him.
So now, based on these requests are mostly made by people that sometimes can afford to go abroad and get these shoes themselves. Yeah. Let's just accept that. And I know that what you do cannot be cheap. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
So how do you balance it and encourage clients to keep coming back to you, knowing that it's a Nigerian made shoe when the quality they're requesting for is probably on the Italian level?
Most of those that that wear our shoes understand the rules of it, because before you come into our store, you understand what you want.
Yeah.
So it's always preferable to buy from us than to buy outside Nigeria, because it's more cheaper when we are talking about the standard.
Yeah.
I also say labor are cheaper here than Western world. So if you are buying good shoe outside, we can do same thing for you here. So buying from us is much cheaper because we are sourcing. The difference is that labor here is much cheaper than buying outside. So they always find it good to buy from us. And most time we sell more to people outside our clients outside Nigeria, because it's much cheaper to get from us than to.
Interesting. Very interesting. But let's talk about your team. You've touched on labor now already.
Yeah.
Your team, how many members are there?
Right now, because I've trained a lot. When I train, they have to start their own to become. So I have students around Nigeria. So maybe some, as I said earlier, some came in from Abuja, Kaduna, Imo State, Plateau State to come and train. Yes, so.
But your own personal team now?
I have 5 with me now.
5 with you now.
Yeah.
And on an average, if I order a shoe today, being Monday, how long does it take to put together one of your masterpieces?
Sometimes it takes 5 days.
5 days, okay.
Yeah, because bespoke shoe is not something that you rush. You take your time on there, because you have to take the fit, you have to master the fit, you have to bring out the pattern, that make a design on the last that fit the clients, and the clients have to be, you have to send a lot of information to the clients, and when the client is certified before you can proceed. And in Nigeria we do bespoke shoe on modified last, and what we mean by modified last, the last is available, so we have to go design around the last, and if you need any other adjustments or phase, we do that. After doing that, we now send the design to the client, and the design is okay, continue making it.
So I wanted to touch on one issue. A lot of people have problems with sizing.
Yeah.
And they're always trying to find their size of shoe. Some people are long, some people are wide, some people have high instep, low instep. Some people have issues with their feet, health-wise. Do you have any special focus on those areas?
Yes, what we do is that before we make, that is why I said it takes a lot of times to make a shoe. There are some shoes that take 7 days to make, because you have to analyze the fit of the client. It's very important, because there are some clients, they can't wear something hard, they need something soft. Why some clients can adapt with any condition of leather. So we have to analyze the fit and go around it and ask questions, because so many shoemakers don't ask questions. So you have to ask questions about the client. How do you always feel? Do you want to wear a shoe for a full day or just for some hours? So you ask this question. So the information we get on the clients, will enable us to put our practice on the shoe.
So I've always wanted to ask, I heard this myth some time back that people that have sweaty feet need a particular type of shoes.
Yes.
What sort of shoes do you recommend for those type of people?
Most time, if it's those who have that sweat in their feet, we use wool under the lining instead of leather.
Wow.
Because most time it has more comfort inside, you know, because they sweat. So it will give them comfort inside their shoes.
Okay. Now I have to say, you know, learning from you is like learning from one of the masters abroad. And you actually do a lot of training videos on your Instagram page that I find so interesting, colorful as well. Now I know that there's probably someone out there that just wants advice. They want to go into this business. Just 1 or 2 sentences for them.
So, and anyone who wants to, you know, come into shoemaking, what I always tell them is that you have to have passion for the shoemaking, and also you need to learn from the best, because if you learn from the best, it will help you to be able to, you know, move faster and just learning from the street.
Thank you so much, Mr. Olaoyi, for coming to talk to us today on SME. Yeah, you've probably been wondering about that particular field, and there's someone who is an expert that has just joined us on the show. All right, and speaking of experts, one of our expert chefs is in the kitchen. She's been with Mary. We're going to be coming to her in a little while now. But we also have Lo Z. He's also standing by for a performance.
It's your boy Lo Z, Them be hating me for no reason. I know it's in their matter, they busy me. Go to the world and be feeling me, yeah. Mama sọ fún mi ṣé mo rántí. Mo máa lo packing to 40. I saw mo 40, yeah. The time is going, no be say you go stop. If I know that this all with my family go chop. The table fit on make you know reach your side. Lock model, yeah. Put that aside. The table fit on make you know reach your side. Lock model, yeah. Put that aside. Them they say I no go blow, and I give them back to back and then do. Come on, listen to my flow, cause I know say one day man go blow. Them they say I no go blow, and I give them back to back and then do. Come on, listen to my flow, cause I know say one day man go blow. Hustle get it paid, go riba mi she, Olo go forever, oh. Kiriba ti she. Family problem, no they finish. Make them no see me finish. Oh no go forever, oh. My way to broke days. Gonna those days. We man no get to pay day. And the bills day. Yeah. The table fit on make you know reach your side. Lock model, yeah. Put that aside. The table fit on make you know reach your side. Lock model, yeah. Put that aside. Them they say I no go blow, and I give them back to back and then do. Come on, listen to my flow, cause I know say one day man go blow. Them they say I no go blow, and I give them back to back and then do. Come on, listen to my flow, cause I know say one day man go blow. And I give them back to back and then do.
There's food, and then there's music, and then there's food, and that's why we're coming to the kitchen this morning for breakfast, courtesy Chef Flora.
Yeah.
So Chef Flora has made jambalaya rice. Please dig in.
Yes.
She's made it her own way. So let us know what your feedback is.
Chef, tell us what's in this rice.
We have a lot of flavorful ingredients there. We have celery, we have thyme leaf, we have
bay
leaf, we have Scotch bonnet pepper, bell pepper, both red, white.
It's a combo. It's a combo.
We have chicken, we have sausage.
So it's really jambalaya.
It's jammed. Yeah, jamming.
We have
It's
carrots
amazing.
there.
It looks very tasty and very rich.
Oh, it is rich.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm glad you like it.
All right.
Thank you so much.
It's been a wonderful show. Thank you to everyone that's been part of this show.
Please don't touch it. Don't touch it. Stop
You mean you were
Don't touch
touching?
it.
I knew it.
Don't touch it.
Let me tell you.
What? Stop it.
Mary
What?
and domestic violence.
We do not promote violence.
We do not promote violence on this program.
Thank you guys so
See how
much
you
for
blocked
sticking
Chef Flora
with us.
now. Chef Flora, please stop standing.
You guys are making noise.
Quiet on set. Wow, woo.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
7 a.m. guys. Yeah.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV. This Love Month, skip the ordinary and embrace the extraordinary. Why settle for flowers when you can gift products that bring joy, health, and togetherness? Celebrate your love with products that bring you closer together. Skip the flowers. Get the products from now till the 28th of February 2025. From now through the month of love, we are excited to offer gifts worth 30,000 naira on the first 100 orders. Yes, that's right. Let's start with the ultimate kitchen companion, the CookX Air Fryer Oven. It's the gift that keeps giving, creating healthy, delicious meals you'll love. The CookX 10-in-1 Air Fryer Oven is a 12-liter oven that offers 75% more space for cooking than traditional air fryers. Call the number on your screen now or scan the QR code and get the CookX Air Fryer Oven plus an amazing kitchen knife set valued at 30,000 naira for free for 239,950 naira. You can get the CookX Air Fryer Oven in 2 easy payments of 119,975 naira. Are you looking to bond and get fit? The ShopX Ultimate Crunch lets you sweat it out together. No gym is required. Build muscle, build memories, and build your best selves while at it. This 6-in-1 machine is designed to take your fitness to the next level. Call the number on your screen now or scan the QR code and get the ShopX Ultimate Crunch at the price of 399,950 naira. You also get the Genie Bra from ShopX TV, valued at 30,000 naira for free. And that's not all. You can get the ShopX Ultimate Total Crunch in 2 easy payments of 199,975 naira. We have the CookX 4-in-1 blender, perfect for whipping up healthy, delicious smoothies for 2. It's love at first sip. It's a food processor, a grinder, a blender, and a juicer all in one. Call the number on your screen right now or scan the QR code and get an amazing kitchen knife set valued at 30,000 naira for free. You can get the CookX 4-in-1 blender for just 155,950 naira. And that's not all. You can get the CookX 4-in-1 blender in 2 easy payments of 77,975 naira. That's right, pay twice to get this amazing cooking solution. But hurry, limited stock available. So call the number on your screen now or scan the QR code or visit our website to place your order while stock lasts. Shop now and make this month of love unforgettable. The proceeding is a paid presentation by ShopX TV.
Entertainment means to me, as in Nigeria, as an Africa, is in our music, it's in our art, it's in our culture, it's in the Batadan.
Are you ready? This is Max Hits.
Now it's about that time. Hey. I got hit music. Yeah.
Max Hits. Yeah.
Let's go.
All the hits.
Yeah.
Turn it up.
Most played.